Happy holidays. Welcome back, or welcome. I hope you like the holiday get up. These reindeer ears are they actually were my dog's, so if you notice they don't really fit my head, they weren't made for me. You may notice my setup is different, and I have the saddest looking bookshelf in the entire world. Yes, that's because I am home for the holidays and all of my books are packed away. So all these books I have are ones that I brought with me to read over the break. Today I thought I would do the end of the year book tag. I wanted to do a holiday book tag to go with the look, but all of the holiday book tags I saw kind of involved like showing a lot of books and book covers, and clearly I just do not have that ability right now. So yes, I'm doing the end of the book year end of the year book tag a little late, seeing as it is 4 days before Christmas. The year is almost over and no one tagged me in this. I just wanted to do it. So the first question is, are there any books you started this year that you haven't finished yet? Boy, oh boy, let me tell you. If you're friends with me on Goodreads, you can probably see at any given time that I have like 5 books on my currently reading shelf. So there's a lot I could say for this one, but the 2 books I picked are Ruin and Rising. That's the 3rd book in the Shadow and Bone trilogy. Is that like the Grishaverse? Grishaverse? Is that what it is? I don't know. And then the other one is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. So I picked both of these because they're the last books in the series, and both of these I started at the beginning of the year, so it would be really nice to finish them before the end of the year so I could say that I read both series in 2020. Especially Ruin and Rising, I need to finish that. Those books have taken me forever to read. I'm sorry, they are just so slow, and honestly, I'm not really enjoying it. Please don't kill me. I'm not a big fantasy reader in general, but I just read it because everyone talks about it on Twitter. This is like a series I would DNF if it weren't so popular because it's just not for me. But I really want to read Six of Crows anyway because I think I will enjoy that, so I just feel like I need to finish it. The next question is, do you have an autumnal book to transition you into the end of the year? Well, seeing as it is December 21st, we're a little bit past that point. What I'll say for that though is usually around October I start to read like spooky books or thrillers just to kind of get me in that mood, and that's kind of what I usually carry over into the end of the year. Except not even really, because I kind of just read what I have on my shelf. But for me this year, that first kind of spooky or thriller book I picked up in October was I'm Thinking of Ending Things. I'm Thinking of Ending Things was one of my 5-star books of the year. I thought it was phenomenal, and I know it has a lot of mixed reviews because the writing is just a little bit weird, I guess you could say. So if you're not into that sort of thing, it probably just won't be for you. But if you like books where you kind of just don't really know what's going on, or you don't know what you're getting into, this is the book for you. I'm not even gonna explain the description because I honestly believe you should go into it just not knowing anything. The next question is, are there any new releases you're still waiting for? Again, it's December 21st, so I don't even know if there's anything else still coming out at this point. However, I'm really excited for a lot of books in 2021, specifically the 12 books I picked out in my most anticipated cover releases of 2021. So if you haven't seen that video yet, you should give it a watch. Next, what are 3 books you want to read before the end of the year? First, I picked out Good Omens. I picked this out because I am nearly done with it. I started reading this around Thanksgiving. It's kind of taken me a while to get through it just because I've been finishing up things for work and reading other things. Good Omens follows a demon and an angel as they're navigating the end of the world. and they're supposed to be helping both sides, heaven and hell, bring about the end of the world, but they've kind of grown comfortable living on Earth and they realized they don't want the world to end. So they're trying to stop it, and it's really funny. Hopefully I'll finish this by the end of the day. The second book I chose is Secret Santa. I really want to get this read before Christmas because obviously it's a Christmas book. And not only that, it's a Christmas thriller, which I think is really fun. I honestly didn't read the back of this at all other than the tagline, which is, "All I want for Christmas is you." And it's like a thriller, you know? You see where this is going? My friend Eden just finished reading this and she said it was a super quick, fun read, so yes. And the last book I would like to read before the end of the year is New Moon. I mentioned in my college bookshelf tour that I thought I could read this probably in one sitting, or at least get it done before the end of the year. And I just think it would be a super comforting book to read during the holidays. And once I read this bad boy and the rest of the series, then I can finally read Midnight Sun, which is the ultimate goal. The next question is there a book that you think could shock you and become your favorite before the end of the year? Looking at my lineup, no. Honestly, just no. I really think some of the best books I read back in January and February before like the pandemic even hit, which is, I won't say it's sad because I have read a lot of good books, but I don't know, I was just reading some really good stuff back in January and February. And if you want to hear me talk about it, my next video should be my 2020 wrap up. And the last question is, have you already started making reading plans for 2021? Yes. So every year I just make a goal on Goodreads and I try and reach it. And if I don't reach it, then I make it that same goal next year. So my goal for 2020 was to read 60 books. That's just not going to happen. I am at 49 right now. So I'm confident that I can break 50, but I don't think I will be able to read 11 books in like a week. My goal for next year is to actually hit the 60 mark. That wraps it up. Hopefully this was just a short little sweet video because all my other videos have been quite long. And I just think it's fun to see what people are kind of reading over the holidays. I actually just finished reading In a Holidays. If you've read that, let me know because I have a lot of thoughts on it. Basically, I shouldn't have read it because I'm just not a Christina Lauren fan. I'm sorry. I think her books really read like fan fiction, which is, you know, sometimes it's what you need. And sometimes it's just really not what you need. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope everyone has a very happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Enjoy yourself, and I'll see you next week.